Good morning. I'm having some cheesy scrambled eggs with some mushrooms that I sauteed, a piece of toast, but I finished my project, so I'm celebrating with this delicious breakfast.
So on July 1st, I said to myself, I am not going to have any alcohol of any sort until I am done with this big project at work. You know what I finished today? Yeah, that big project at work. By the way, this is a crazy beer bottle opener. You just push it down. I don't know if you can see it doing its little action in there, but it opens the beer bottle for you, and then it grabs it with a magnet at the top. So yeah, beer time. It's beer, I don't know, the clock just says 30. So I'm assuming that means that it's beer 30. First sip in a month and a half. Oh man, that's good. I think the main thing is I just like the flavor of beer. Oh, and this was one of the magic hats that they had left over, and I know that this is how you spell seance, but it's not called seance, it's called saisonale. So yeah. So I know that Jen told you guys a little bit about what was happening, sort of. She said she was having a hard time exporting and uploading from Premiere because it kept saying like you do not have permission. The hard drive got corrupt somehow. It's weird. It says like unable to unmount hard drive. Like sometimes I can see the files on it, and then other times like I can see the folders but not any of the files in the folders. So that was our oldest hard drive, which stinks because that's the one that I just erased to start using again. So I had to go to the second oldest hard drive and start using that one. Hopefully that one doesn't crap out on us too. Have any of you guys ever had something like that happen to you guys with one of those iOmegas? It's this one. It's the gray one underneath this one. This is the one that we're using now. Got this one. This is the second most recent. And that one's doing good. I thought the hawks had left because we cleaned up all that wood and got rid of all those snakes and everything, but looks like they're still here. Oh, not anymore. We finally get to tell you guys what we were making for our craft. Well, look at their Jen.
Hi.
We're at Target, as always. But we were making a scrapbook for my parents' anniversary. Yay! We couldn't tell you because my mom watches the videos every night.
But we'll show you when we get home.
What? Oh, the things you find at Target, mixed in with the Guinness hats and Angry Bird hats. Hey girl. Nice rack.
Who wears this?
I don't know. Some guy that has quite a southern drawl on him. Jen found this beautiful dress on sale, but it's a little bit too big.
It's pretty cute though. It's like $14.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna check and see if the other Target on the other side of town has it, and if they do, we'll go get it.
So we were looking for candy, and we're in the candy aisle, right? And look at this. Some hardcore decisions were made here. They were like, nope, we're not going to get our baby any hair conditioner. We're going to get M&Ms instead.
To be fair, pretzel M&Ms are really good. That's what I came down this aisle looking for. But I was like, you know what, pretzel M&Ms, a little bit expensive, $2.66 for this big thing. Normally I'd try to find some market pantry, like they have chocolate covered pretzels. But then I was like, I went down and I got Kit Kats for $1.39, right? Mm-hmm. Because that was a good deal, because it was like 8 fun-size Kit Kats or something like that. So it was like a lot of candy for $1.39, whereas like this, look, barely get any, and there's $2.66.
So what did you end up with?
I ended up with cookies
And
beer
and salsa.
This
is going to be like an epic meal.
It's a party.
Yeah. Oh, and a sweater for my dress. Instead of getting a new dress because they didn't have my size, I'm just going to wear this over the dress I have, because that was the thing, it was strapless and I didn't want to wear that.
Seriously though, who eats that many Skittles? Nobody.
The same person that put back their kids' conditioner.
What?
We're not even like...
It counts as one. They're all stuck together.
He made me open the cookies in the car. He already ate a whole entire sleeve of the cookies. We're not even like... Oh my gosh, you're so crazy.
They're good.
You love cookies.
I love candy, cookies, sweets.
Yeah.
You guys want to see the most beautiful thing in the world?
This is the outfit that I bought the thing for, so I have this dress.
Oh.
So I have this dress. I usually wear like a pink thing over it, but the pink thing is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. So this is it, but I don't want to wear it because it's like, it's strapless, like it just has this strap, and then it's like a strapless dress, and I don't want to, it's not really, because it's like a church thing.
I think you look beautiful.
Yay, thanks. And then I'm wearing nude shoes. What do you guys think of the nude shoes?
They look naked.
I still have bug bites though from the cemetery tour and when we made the sparklers, so that kind of stinks, but.
There was one that I told you you had to do. You have to drag your foot. As if you were a zombie.
One of the girls did this. And then they go.
I still have no idea why. It doesn't make any sense
And they go
at
like
all.
this.
There was another one that I told you to do too. Or she, oh no, it wasn't on that, it was
So
on.
this is toddlers and tiaras, by the way. I don't know if we actually told you guys what we were doing, but those are toddlers and tiara moves.
So the super secret crafting thing that we've been working on, and mostly Jen, because she did an amazing job at doing this, has been working on for the past week, is a scrapbook for my parents' anniversary.
With this scrapbook, the reason why it took so long, and the reason why we couldn't film very much is because, A, I didn't want Tim's mom to see it because she watches the vlogs, but it was just going through the pictures took a very long time because there were a ton of pictures. So my idea behind this book was to make it like a fairy tale. So it starts off with once upon a time, there was a girl and a boy. Then it goes into like, they fell in love. This was a picture of them dating. And it just kind of goes from there. He asked her to marry him. She said yes, wedding photos. This was one of my favorite ones to make. They moved to Florida and began their life together. But one of the things I really liked was picking out the different backgrounds to kind of match the border and all of that. And then also the wood I thought was kind of a cool look because it was them building their life together with their house. As their love grew, their family grew, and then we put like a fun little tree just to make it more about like the growth. And then here's their kids and stuff. But here's my favorite one. Timmy!
That's me. I was pulling on my ear apparently. And then I had just done some cracks, so I was scratching my neck. And then I was also a sailor. And then we went to Epcot one time. And then in this picture, I believe I had a booger. I had some cake and it really surprised me. Very confused as to why.
This. He's like, I feel like this is when you knew you needed glasses maybe because the way that you're looking is kind of like, I can't really see what's going on.
I really think it's like, why are you making funny faces at me? And then I had to go pee in this one. And then we go to the next one. And here's all of my brothers and sisters and me when I was like maybe in high school. Great hair.
No, this is so cute.
It.
Zoom in on this a little bit. This is Tim right here, and that's when he knew that he loved cookies.
Yeah.
Look at that cookie love.
Yeah, my brother loved cookies too, and Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. And then, this is a super cute picture too. He's like really cheesing.
That's me.
Look at this one. Oh my god. You are so cute. You're adorable.
There's me too. There's my wiener.
Stop.
It's right there.
He's also like drooling and being naked.
I'm drooling naked.
I thought it was so cute.
Let's go back to this one. There's me with a dog.
Yeah.
Some sort of wolfhound.
Check out this picture though. This is one of our favorites. It's Tim's dad.
That's my dad with a dog picking an orange.
I thought it was so cool.
Straight 70s action.
Here's Bella.
Baby Beulah.
Yeah.
Briggs and Riley.
You guys
I don't know if you guys
remember
ever... Yeah, you guys remember Briggs, but I don't know if you guys ever met Riley. She might have died before you guys came around. But that's Briggs as a puppy.
Oh, this was actually really cool because they love water, their family does. But the way that I made this cutout on this cabinet that we have, which is, I think you guys know about this, right? It's like a music cabinet. But on the outside, there's this water kind of pattern here. So we just took a piece of paper and did like a charcoal, like where you color over it with a pencil and then it gives you the outline. So that's what we did to get that, and it was kind of cool. I liked it. It turned out really good. That's them loving the water. This is them loving to travel. Just some cool pictures of them in like the painted desert and like by the beach and in an RV and in Key West. They like love Key West. But most of all, they loved each other, and then they lived happily ever after. And we're gonna try to recreate this picture tomorrow. Of them outside of the car that they have driving them from the church to the venue.
Which we haven't told you guys anything about either.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's going to be a surprise, but this is getting uploaded while they're at church. So, we're getting them... My dad used to have a 66 Impala, and we're getting them a 63 Impala to drive them from the church to the restaurant where they're having their anniversary celebration. It's a 63 Impala convertible. But we also have a backup of a 59 Cadillac. The 59 Cadillac has AC. The Impala is a convertible. So Like those were our like main deciding factors on which car to pick.
So we'll be recreating that picture and I'll put it here. That's why there's a blank space.
And we're gonna try to print it out. Like we're gonna take it of them at the church as they're getting into the car, and try to print it out and put it in before we get to the restaurant.
Yeah, hopefully we can do that.
Yeah.
And then the end was this cool quote that I found that was, "Life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale."
What's going on? There it is.
So that's the very last picture in the book. This is their wedding photo.
Their wedding photo colorized.
What do you guys think? Do you like it? Did it turn out good? Do you think she's gonna love it? And Tim's dad. I'm more concerned with Tim's mom. I just hope she really likes it. What do you guys think? Did I do good on my first scrapbook? So the other little project that I'm working on right now is I'm writing down little stories on these tiny scrolls, and I'm gonna put them in a jar, and I'm gonna label the jar "Let Me Count the Ways," because it's like, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. These are just little stories. I'm gonna call this like a spark jar, basically. So there's gonna be probably 15 to 20 stories on little scrolls in the jar. What my plan is for them to read maybe one a week or a day or however many times they want to read them. But then it'll kind of help them remember, because they've been married for 50 years, it'll kind of help them remember some of the reasons why they got married and some cool stories that might spark conversation or might help them or make them remember something romantic, and it could be, I don't know, it could be cool. So that's what this is. It'll be full of these little scrolls, and they're just tied together with the red yarn. And then I have a little label, which I'll show you when I do it. So that's the other thing. That's something that Tim's dad gave me, all these really great stories that I was going to use in the scrapbook, but I didn't have corresponding photos to go with the stories, but I still want to use them because, I mean, he gave me all these really, really awesome, like, romantic stories and funny stories and just things that I was like, oh, wow, that's really cool to know. So I want to make sure that it doesn't get lost just because I didn't have a picture to go with it. So that's why they're going in the jar. Yay, and I'll show you when I'm done.
And as for me, it was my sister's birthday on the 13th, so we have to make her a birthday present too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make her a picture frame, and she lives about 2.5 hours away. And what's the quote that we're gonna put on it, Jen?
Oh, it's gonna say, "Even when you're far away, love surrounds you every day."
Yeah, and so what I'm doing is I'm trying to find all these, because we have all these pictures now, trying to find pictures of my sister surrounded by us, her family. And we're gonna make her like a collage-y type photo thing.
Yeah, because we have these. It's basically a frame for a record, but it's a 12 by 12. Which all of these, the cardstock that we used for the scrapbook, they're all 12 by 12. So we're just gonna use that as a background, basically like one of the pages in the scrapbook, but it's gonna go in a frame where she can hang it in her house or at her office or wherever she wants to put it. But it'll be cool. It'll be like a little family photo collage. Yay.
Looking through all these pictures, and I found this in the Kodak Premium Processing thing from one of the Advantix ones. Hot new music from Amy Grant and John Tesh. Cool interactive software from Starship Titanic. Starship Titanic? What the heck is that? Star Trek, Captain's Chair, Richard Scarry. None of that stuff makes any sense. And 100 free hours of America Online. Alright. So what'd you make?
I finished it! Okay, so here it is. It's a jar that says, "Let me count the ways." We got these cool little labels from Target. They're for like jars with things in them, like sugar or whatever. And then this actually didn't have a lid. It only had like a mesh piece. So I just cut a little bit of cardboard, and then I glued some paper to it, some of my craft paper from the scrapbooking. I cut out a little shape of a heart, and then inside all of them are just tied with some little red yarn. And then hopefully every day or every so often they'll open one up and they'll read the little saying that's in it. And it's basically just like trips they took or cool things that they did together, and they'll reminisce on some fun times that they had. And it'll be good.
Ooh, Friday night! So tired. Fell asleep on the bed. Of course it's the bed at school. There's a dog butt like right next to my face. I will see you guys tomorrow. Now it's time to pay the price.